What is up, YouTube? PetFaceCat 9000 here. I'm gonna try and keep this a little shorter because I know I have a tendency to yap for a long time. The reason you haven't seen me in a while, I've had the flu since last Friday, and I have not been feeling very good at all. Even before that, I still wasn't really not feeling well. I don't, in mentally, physically, I'm not okay. I'm not okay recently. So there's that. I'm still getting over the phlegm and whatnot, so I'm gonna cough every now and then. So two things. I finally got the airbrush in, and from what I'm able to tell so far, it's going to be a relatively straightforward process with that. It's it's a lot simpler than I thought it was. There's a lot of parts, so I'm gonna have to thoroughly read through the manual, see what needs to be done. See what it requires. But from what I'm able to see, that's going to be very straightforward. So I'm going to start on that whenever I can. I'm currently editing the first video of Bone Couch because I finally got everything. I'm not happy with what I purchased now that it's actually here. I'm going to make that abundantly clear right now. But I'm still going to go through with the project. I'm still going to do what I can, and I'm going to fix whatever errors when it's finally complete and when I finally can recoup on whatever supplies were not done correctly. So I'll work on that as soon as I can. So there's that. I'm going to start trying to make a few fashion videos here and there. That I'm probably going to touch up a few other projects here and there just because I'm not super happy with them. Now, I did get a relatively small amount of information, but from the information I've been given, this is just what I know now. None of this is set in stone. None of this is, absolutely destined to happen. But because I'm a person for pattern recognition, I think I know how this is gonna go. But anyway. So from what I've been able to deduce is that if I'm able to go back east this summer, we're planning on doing it in reverse order. So, and we're also going to do it late as hell in the year. But that's for an entirely different set of circumstances because I need to graduate, and we're going to take a little space of time in between when the thought process behind this is that I'm not gonna leave earlier in the year. So normally I would leave around March, between March and May, but we're not going to do that this year because that would put us in a bad spot for timing because we go to a camping group in July. So we're going to, since we're leaving, so if we were to leave when I graduate, we would only be able to stay in Georgia, Florida, Mass for only Florida, Georgia, Mass for only about a week at a time before we need to go to the camping group because that's going to be in somewhere in South Dakota this year. I'm not sure where, but I mean, I've been to South Dakota before. It's nothing too horrible. But the idea behind this is that if we do it in reverse order, so we're going to go to our camping group first, which is normally what we do last. And then we're going to go to Mass, then Georgia, then Florida, then back in. The timing of all this is placing this in either late September or sometime in October. So this year is, if this happens, this is going to be very interesting because for the last few times I've been doing this, it's been Florida, Georgia, everywhere else, home. In that order. So to do it backwards is really, really weird, but I guess the thought process is that that's just going to take the least amount of time. That's going to get, oh my God. That's going to take the least amount of time. That's going to be the most convenient for us because we don't have to double back on any places. And it's gonna provide us basically a straight shot. So we're gonna go up, across, down, up, just simple triangle. It's gonna be a very interesting experience because timing and all that. That's gonna put me in the south in late summer when it's normally the hottest. So I'm gonna have to pull a few strings to see how I'm gonna be able to make this work because obviously I'm used to being in the south in the summer, but at the same time, not some of the hottest months of the year. You know what I mean? September here was absolutely atrocious. So I cannot imagine September in the south. That sounds horrible, but that's besides the point. So I do have this Monday off. So I'm filming this on Saturday morning. So I do have this Monday off for MLK Day. So I'm going to see what I can do over the next few days. I'm probably going to start on Halloween Mask just because it's not that I like, oh my God, I want to get it done. You know, it's just, I think that would be, just something interesting to kind of fill my time with. So it's so easy. It's such an easy project. I can start it now and be done with it by tonight. It's so easy. So I think I'm gonna do that probably later today, maybe into tomorrow. Bone Couch, I'm gonna see how far I can get because I've already filmed the first video, like I said. Skeleton Lamp is probably gonna come post Bone Couch, and then whatever fashion videos, music I want to work on along the way. Now I don't have any ideas for music, so that department's gonna be a little slow. And plus, I want to put out more actual videos. You know what I mean? I want to do more of that this year. You know what I mean? It's not like music videos have always completely consumed my channel, but I feel like for the last maybe 2 or so years, yeah, they have consumed my content a little bit more. So I want to do a little less. I don't know. I guess it really just comes down to a few factors in each regard for everything. So I'm going to see what I can do in any given amount of time, and then I guess we'll go from there. So yeah, this has been PyFest 10,000. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.